Hello, this is Celeste of Astrology by Celeste, and I'm here with the Virgo season forecast for the Edge magazine. I'm gonna square my screen. I'm gonna share my screen. Mercury's still retrograde, so bear with me if I make any misspeak at all. Mm. So yes, I am a speaker for astrological schools, groups, and conferences, including Kepler College, and I am a board member of the Organization of Professional Astrology. I'm a Taurus Sun, Aries Moon, and a Cancer rising. I'm Astrology by Celeste everywhere on social media. My main platform is Instagram, but I also am on YouTube and all the things you can see below. The A is for Threads, and yeah, I do some experimenting on Threads. The Celestial Insights podcast is here to help you navigate the week like a boss. I offer monthly new moon intention setting workshops, readings, mentoring, coaching, and more. I love this quote. Chaos often breeds life when order breeds habit. Habit by Henry Adams. It's so true. And the reason I'm sharing this quote is because Virgo is the sign whose job is to bring order to chaos. It analyzes, organizes, and perfects. Virgo is an earth sign. So earth is tangible. It is ruled by Mercury, the planet of thought processes and communication. And Mercury is the fastest planet that whips around the sun. Da, 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 da. So people with strong Virgo energy can sometimes have like their minds are moving so fast and they're constantly thinking and in their heads about how to make things better or perfect them, that there can be some anxiety on the shadow side or over worrying or obsessive compulsive nature or um like turning the lights on and off, that kind of stuff can be because there's this desire to try to bring some order into the chaos of life. But it's a beautiful sign. Like people with strong Virgo energy often are very concerned with health. Virgo rules the health in general, as well as the intestines specifically. And you can think about what the intestines do. They separate the nutrients from the waste, the wheat from the chaff, the good from the not so good. Yeah. And people with this strong energy can really be amazing editors, like where they can read through something and like, oh, find the mistakes very quickly, or just know how to, let's tweak this a little bit to make it sound better. Um, Grammarly is a program that actually is like a Virgo program on steroids, that, edits the text, finds the errors, gives you guidance on how to make it better. That's like the nature of Virgo to a T. And its tagline is I serve, because the deeper desire is to help, to make things better. Yes, there's the constellation. Yeah, it's also called the maiden. There's also the nature of, for people who know tarot, like the Nine of Pentacles. It's the independent woman. It's the Vestal Virgin's archetype. Virgo season this year is from August 22nd to September 22nd, where the sun, which spotlights, illuminates, and focuses us in on things, will be traveling through this sign. These are some of the key things I want you to know about, the key transits. Venus will enter the sign of Libra from August 29th through September 22nd. Venus is the planet of love, beauty, and harmony. And in Libra, this is wonderful. It's a home sign where she can do what she does with ease, which is advocate for the other. Like Aries fights for the self, and Libra fights for the other. They're signs that are opposite each other. She can persuade and negotiate with ease. Libra is the scales and like often is concerned with win-win solutions or can see both sides. Now, Libra energy, it's an air sign, so it wants to connect and communicate. Great, like witty repartee, like between two people. So if you're single or married, get your flirt on with your spouse, or if you're single, get your flirt on with whoever. Okay. That's also single. So, but beware of indecision with the sun in Virgo and Venus in Libra. There can be like so busy picking, do I want the red dress or the blue dress or da 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 da, that you never make a decision. Or yeah, uh, whatever for dinner. Do I want this or that? Yeah. Flip a coin. Okay. And now this you may not feel at all, but oh, I want you to back up. Notice what you see in terms on August 29th. You may see a beautiful woman just like waltz into a room, like Beyonce is a Virgo, like someone who looks like physically like put together, perfect. Grace Kelly is like that archetype. Yeah. You can think about that. Those are just examples, but someone who looks perfectly put together, that is elegant, eloquent, and sociable, that's an artist. Yeah, that's Venus in Virgo. So it's a great time that you may find yourself being able to build more harmony in your relationships, your one-on-one relationships during this time is possible. Although the South Node is there. So that's a drain. Like there's a karmic call for all of us to be more honest and truthful with the people we're in relationship with rather than sugarcoat things or just go along to get along and things like that. So there may be some challenges during this time, but the karmic call is to be honest and clear and direct. So Pluto will re-enter Capricorn. Pluto entered Capricorn in 2008. It stays in a sign for a long time. It's one of the generational planets. So it's more about what we're going through as a collective. And Capricorn is a sign of big business and governments. And you can think about, all the things we've been going through as Pluto went into Capricorn. It's a roto-rooter, digging up things, exposing things about the rot that needs to be taken care of. Now, it went into Aquarius last year, which is a sign of the collective, but it's bouncing back and forth. And Pluto is going back into Capricorn for the last time for the next 250 years, 48, 50 years, from September 1st through November 19th, wrapping up the work that's going on. It's really important for the United States because we're in our first Pluto return, which is a time where there's massive changes in terms of empire. So you may see more. So September 1st, right around then, we may see decay or deception exposed, or there may be some sudden shocking event that comes up around September 1st where, okay, where did that come from? It could just be a dump of information. But if it impacts your chart, if you have anything right at the end of Capricorn, you may have you may have things come up to the surface or to your conscious mind about how you're pursuing your legacy, what your work is like in this life, how mature and responsible you're being or someone else is being. Yeah, those could be themes. Mars, like Venus and Mercury, the sun and the moon, is a personal planet. So these transits are felt more on the personal level. as well, where like most people are aware of their Mars energy. Mars's job is to strive, to achieve, to take action. Now, Mars can also fight and it rules conflict. Yeah, it also about our primal drives to get what we want regardless about what anyone else wants. That's what Mars really does. It's like the ego, a little bit on steroids. So September 4th through November 3rd are the dates, and really be aware. It takes a couple of days to get used to the energy. So September 4th through 7th, just be mindful because Mars is in the sign of its fall, where it's really uncomfortable in the sign of Cancer, where it may act in extreme and inappropriate ways to get what it wants and cause conflict. So some people may just see this as the drive to nurture and protect those one sees as one's clan, whether it's your like your nuclear family, your extended family, your town, your country. There may be like an upswing about people fighting for people they see as part of their clan. Yeah. So beware of emotionally driven actions or overreactions. So the the moon rules the sign of Cancer. So people, you may be noticing some people, especially if you have little children. If you follow the moon, notice how their behavior changes as the moon changes sides. Or if you're or if you're around a grown child, you may notice a bunch of like, yeah, things as the moon changes signs every 2.5 days, their actions changing from, and it may be feel a little disconcerting. So just be aware. But I would recommend avoiding unnecessary conflict with family. Cancer is a sign of home, family, and foundations. Be careful about cooking with sharp objects and not cutting your fingers or anything like that or anything. Yeah, Mars rules accidents, unexpected, sudden accidents that come from rushing or being rash or not paying attention. So keep that in mind, especially when it first enters the sign. Now, Mercury is going to go back into Virgo. Last month, we talked about Mercury retrograde, so I'm not going to repeat that. Um, it's still retrograde right now until August 28th. It goes direct. So that's a good thing to remember. Yeah. It goes direct August 28th, but it'll take about 10 days for it to get back up to speed. So there could still be the technology glitches and miscommunication and like yeah, be careful for fender benders, all of that stuff. Yeah, notice what you see in the news if you're interested in that. But Mercury will be in Virgo from September 8th through 26th. So this is great energy in terms of it being in its home sign where it can be precise, organized, and helpful. So this can be really nice for Virgos as long as you like don't let it just like whip up the the chaos or the overthinking, not the chaos. Remember, your job is to bring the order to the chaos. Yeah, this is great, a great month for organizing things, for decluttering your home, for cleaning up your diet, for what's the other thing I wanted to say? Change all your smoke detectors batteries. That could be something you do every time Virgo season comes around. Like take your knives to be sharpened. Yeah, I love this. Beware of perfectionism or being overly critical of yourself or others with Mercury in Virgo. So we have a new moon and full moon each lunation cycle, and we're going to be talking about the magic of the moon and what the moon does when you work with her cycles, when you set intentions at the new moon and then work towards them up till the full moon where all is revealed, the culmination, and you keep working throughout the whole cycle. This can help you manifest more with more ease in a more systematic approach. You'd be amazed at what can happen if you start working with these moon cycles. So there's going to be a new moon on September 2nd at 11 degrees of Virgo. It's a time to make wishes, have a ritual, initiate new projects if you so choose. As I said, setting intentions about health or service if you want to get involved. Like if you're in the US or anywhere around the world where there's like elections happening and you're passionate, yeah, think about getting involved. Yeah, bringing order to your life. I just made a bunch of suggestions. Now, this full moon is going to be intense. It's September 17th. It's at 25 degrees of Pisces. There could be a sudden shift of the energy. Yeah, because it's a lunar eclipse. Eclipses are new moons and full moons times 10. The solar eclipse is a new moon, the lunar eclipse is a full moon, where you walk through a door, you turn around, and there's a wall, potentially if your chart is activated. And Pisces is a sign, it's the last sign of the zodiac. Really great time to think about what you need to end in your life. You may be like Pisces is like it's two fish swimming in opposite directions. It can feel boundaryless, and people who have strong Pisces energy always have some learning in life about how to set boundaries, healthy boundaries with other people, because this sign can really absorb other people's energies or want to take care of people or yeah, be really swayed by, someone else's bad mood or good mood or what have you. Yeah. So you may have some revelations about your relationship with boundaries or your relationship with the sun will be in Virgo, your health versus the moon in Pisces, escapist tendencies. Yeah. So it may be like a great time to like think about, okay, we got to limit or cut out the sugar, the alcohol, the whatever, because we're worried about our health and our physical vitality. What endings are necessary? Fantasy may meet reality. So it's a magical thinking. The light goes off on magical thinking, and you really see things for how they are. It's a great time to be compassionate. That's a Pisces word. Forgiving, potentially, if it's appropriate. Yeah, sometimes people can forgive what they shouldn't. Yeah, real violations. But yeah, that's up for you to decide. But just be aware, emotions will be heightened. People may be extra sensitive, but full moons are time of celebration, releasing what no longer serves you. These are some things that I would like to share with you. My a good friend, Tiffany Herlick, you can go to her, tiffanyherlick.com/shop happy. I'm an affiliate for her products because I love what she does. Yeah, so good. 40 Days of Spirit is a wonderful thing to do with this lunar eclipse. It's about getting in touch with your intuition, your own psychic abilities, so you can be your own guru, per se. And you can use coupon code 40 ABC40 for that. Her calendar, which will put all of the transits and the moon things on your phone or desktop or what have you. And there's videos to show you how to do it. Very easy. It's just like putting a calendar on your phone or what have you. You can use a coupon code ABC 2024 for $10 off this year's calendar or 2025 for $10 off next year's calendar. I'm going to be presenting my work in England. Oh, yeah, you'll get this before that. You can go to the astrologicalassociation.com conference-24 in person or on Zoom. Yeah. So if you want to learn about the consultation chart workshop or the next Venus retrograde that's happening early next year, the next workshop, the Moon Mastery Workshop, is for Virgo season. I'll go deeper into this and what it could mean for you. And I do hot take chart readings for participants is on Sunday, September 1st. And I'm going to be teaching Moon Mastery, where you can learn all about the moon and her cycles in Park City, Utah, from October 16th through 21st at the Opa Retreat called Awakening, celebrating the Aquarian shift. Amazing astrologers like Rick Levine, Kay Taylor, um, Lynn Bell, Sam Reynolds, and more will be there. You can go to opaastrology.org. I'll be teaching all about the moon over a 3-day period. It is going to be incredible. Yes, and it's appropriate for people of all levels. You need to know the basics of the signs, I would recommend. Hmm. Okay, let's get into the signs. So, if you are in Aries, and I want you to listen for your sun sign and rising sign, you may find that the rising sign is most accurate, but you're going to listen for each of those. So you'll see throughout Virgo season how these things come up for you. Yeah, because the sun is going to spotlight some of these topics. So this would be the sun in the sixth house. And it's going to be moving through your sixth house. So if you're an Aries, the sixth house rules our routine, our daily habits, our health, our small pets. If your dog or cat needs to go to the vet, it's a great time to do that to make sure their shots are up to date. Yeah. Also, employees, the work we do for the money we make. Now, when the sun goes through our sixth house and we have a new moon there, it could be a time where we have to do we feel like there's a lot of burdens where we just have to do stuff that feels irritating. So just be aware of that. That may come up like but it's a wonderful opportunity to bring some order to the chaos in your life and implement solutions that help you live a more productive life. Yeah, Virgo is an earth sign. So you can think about being more productive and practical and grounded. Yeah, so setting intentions around your health is a great thing to do. The moon will be in the full moon will be in your 12th house. So there will be things spotlighted. You can listen through and it'll bring up things to your attention around that. If you're a Taurus sun or rising, the sun and the new moon will be in your fifth house, which rules children, romance, dating, sex for fun, risk taking, gambling, creativity, hobbies. So, this is a great time to make some resolutions to nurture your inner child. Yeah, get back to that, improve your relationship with your kids. Maybe you were thinking about building your family. How can you build more joy into your life? Bring sexy back. Engage with your hobbies. These are things that you can be thinking about with this Virgo season. And the full moon will be in the 11th house. So something may be highlighted about friends or groups. For Gemini, it's in the fourth house. The fourth house rules home, family, foundations, like something may come up, ancestry. This could be a great time as the sun moves through your fourth house. Maybe start an ancestry project if that's something you're so interested in. Yeah, there'll be a new moon there where you can set intentions around your home. Like maybe you want to beautify your home in some way. Maybe you want to organize. Maybe you just pick a room, organize it, organize the closets. Maybe organize your files so that getting rid of dumping old papers or old tax returns you no longer need. Like you can what do you call that? Shred them or what have you. Yeah. You can think about like there may be your parents may need some attention or something may come up with them that comes to your like spotlight something you weren't aware of, or maybe it's a great time to have a courageous conversation with them. You might want to wait till Mercury goes direct after the 28th of August. Yes, and the moon will be in the full moon in your 10th house of career. So you may like some realizations about work life balance may come up. So, if you're Cancer, Sun, or Rising, the third house rules our siblings, our early education, communities, short trips, the active mind. Whenever the sun is going through your third house, it can be a time where you're busier, especially cancer risings are really gonna notice this, where there's lots of short little trips, like moving around can be something. Something may come up with your a great time to chat with or make connections or set intentions around your relationship with your siblings. It also can be networking. Now the third house rules the active mind, so like some practices to get to tame your mind, to get out of your head and into your body can be great for setting intentions. Maybe you need to be journaling. That can be a beautiful thing to do. Also networking. For Leo suns or risings, it's going to be going, the sun is going through your second house. That's where the new moon will be. And the second house rules our resources and our income. Yeah. Our self esteem as well. Our security needs, our attitudes towards money. So, setting intentions around building savings, building wealth, if that's you're so interested in improving your self-esteem. Maybe you want to prepare for retirement or something like that, meet with an accountant. Yeah. If you're a Virgo, this is your season. Happy birthday, Virgo sons. Now, and if you're a Virgo rising too, it's your first house. So the first house rules the self, the identity, the physical body. Yeah, the appearance. How, when you walk into a room, people see your rising sign. Yes, it also is like, and that's why we call it the mask you wear. And so, great time to set actions around health. The first house is our vitality. The sixth house really deals with things that go wrong with our health. So, like maybe you need a new exercise plan or, yeah, something. Maybe you want to change your look. Yeah, yeah. Great time to develop confidence and assert yourself out in the world. Yeah, you could do a little makeover if you want. If you're a Libra, sun or rising, this is going to be in your 12th house. So, whenever the sun's going through your 12th house or there's a new moon in your 12th house, this is a time to slow down because if you're a Libra sun, your birthday's coming next month. But if you're a Libra rising, you're going to get a new start next month. Yeah. So keep that in mind. The 12th house rules mysticism, escapism, secrets. It's the 12th house of solitude, endings, also hidden enemies. Somebody may reveal to you, oh, like I thought, oh, yeah, I didn't know so and so said this about me or whatever. Yeah, that kind of thing. Also, escapism and self-undoing. So, really great time to set intentions about bad habits, focusing on your mental health. Great time to tame bad habits or plan downtime. Like really getting engaged in spiritual practices. 40 days of spirit would be great for Libras because it's that's the program where you every day you get a new email and you're going to have activities to develop your intuition and your psychic abilities. Okay, for Scorpios, this is an 11th house new moon for you. The 11th house is a house of good fortune. It rules groups, friends, teams, the collective, hopes and dreams, the future. So, this is a make new moon wishes. Whenever there's a new moon in your 11th house, you should just put your wishes out to the universe. Yes, you should. And can you think about what intentions you want to set about your deepest desires, your role in groups, and plan time with your friends? If you're a Sagittarius sun, this is your 10th house, the 10th house of career, social standing, calling, reputation, your public persona, and your achievements. So set objectives around life goals, raising your public profile, and your career objectives. That can be something that you do. Maybe you want to talk to, if you work for someone, around about a potential for a raise or what have you, or move into a different department. If you work for yourself, you can, yeah, focus on your own job. If you don't work at all, you can focus on your public persona, things like that. If you're a Capricorn sun or rising, the new moon will be in your ninth house. The ninth house rules long distance travel, religion, philosophy, or in laws, higher courts, higher education, and publishing. Yeah. So if there's some legal thing you need to do, this is a good time to do it, or something may spotlight, something legal that has to be done. A new moon here, like you could set intentions to launch a podcast or something like that, or your book, if you're writing a book or something like that. Plan a trip onto somewhere that's unfamiliar. It doesn't have to be a different country. Maybe you've never been to another state that you'd like to go to, and you can do that. Or it can be a different country, whatever you want. Maybe you want to get involved with local politics to make the future better for people. Yeah, expanding your mind is a great thing to think about. If you're an Aquarius sun or rising, the eighth house rules sexuality, death, debt, and taxes, inheritance. Yeah, these are things to think about. Now, you may have, this is the house of the shadows. So you may have some things come up about your shadow behaviors that you'd rather disown, but come up to your conscious attention for it to be dealt with. Maybe you decide you want to get a therapy or something, or you want to, this is a great new moon to set intentions around maybe your will, or inherit, like what you want to leave to your children, or thinking about things like that, and or getting your tax preparation plan. Maybe you want to change your accountant or something like that. These can be things you're thinking about. Maybe you want to do your taxes yourself, not use your accountant at all. So you can set intentions to reduce debt. This is the house of debt, or shared assets as well. Focus on intimacy with your partner. This is the deep work we do in relationships. Like the fifth house is the fun dating stuff. The eighth house is the deep work about being in connection with someone else. If you're a Pisces sun or rising, this new moon and the sun will be moving through your seventh house, which rules marriage, business partnerships, best friends, like BFF types, those one-on-one relationships. Also, open enemies and lawsuits. Speaks to how we partner. So this, you may see things head on about your partner that or may come into focus for some reason. Yeah, a new moon here, you can set intentions to 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 work on your relationship together. Libra's this, oh, never mind about Libra. But anyway, there's a nature of the seventh house where it could be like you decide to bring more beauty in your life. Great for creating boundaries, or thinking about how you dialogue with your partner if you have one. Yeah. Or if you're single, like, and you want to have a partner, what are you going to do to get out more, what have you? Yeah. So create actions around socializing. Okay, well, that is it. Well, I hope this was helpful. That is my intention, to help you live a more prosperous and life and manifest your desires and live in sync with the cosmos. So this is Celeste Brooks of Astrology by Celeste, signing off from the Edge Forecast. I hope you have a beautiful and bountiful and healthy Virgo season.